What's up? It's your boy Zara, All Rights Reserved. I just seen a story that was talking about Speed. As you know, he's one of the next up bloggers that has about 14 million subs at this moment. A lot of children and youth watch him, and a lot of people are controversial on the type of stories he does and how he even enters into different subjects. He even was on video with a street preacher and was trying to talk to him, and he was unreceptive to him and eventually told him that excuse me sir, I gotta go. He walked off, so he never answered the question. So he's been in some very prevalent moments this year alone. So this is a young up and coming YouTuber that has many people following him, and they're critical because so many children are following him, so they kind of monkey see monkey do. So a lot of people are critical of a lot of his antics and things he does for his YouTube. And I mean, I've watched him myself for a while, and I could say some things he does is questionable, some things more than others. But at the end of the day, he's a young man getting money. And look at it this way: he's not on here speaking the end of African Americans as a lot of rappers are doing. So he's doing harm, but how great is his harm compared to a lot of other people? So I could be critical of him, but I'm critical of everyone in certain ways, depending on their antics. I've watched him closely and I understand a lot of things he does to get attention and a lot of things he says to garner some type of youth emotions. So he kind of pulls out the heartstrings and the times. He looks at the times and his antics and acts are show to belittle them in a sense to empower the youth. I get his movements and I get his theory and a lot of things he does in his motions of how he stands up. But here's one thing that I can be critical of. Even though you're doing these things and it's for fun, when does fun turn into seriousness? So a lot of youth, yes, they see you having fun, they see the different things you do, but when is it serious? When do you bring them to a point where they really got to understand what it is you're doing? The practice is you really don't, because you're not doing anything of worth that youth need to focus on. You're kind of going along, get along. Like, and that's the danger with the media he does. It doesn't cause children to look at themselves and think critically. It really dumbs them down if you look at what he does. So I get the whole theory behind it and what it is being done in front of us. It's dumbing down youth to think and move and act a certain way, whereas they do not have any sense in the situation. So I can say that about watching this media. I do believe it dumbs down kids. I don't believe it inspires intelligence. I don't believe there's anything intelligent behind what it is he does. That is my honest opinion. His song, his music, I listen to it. He's telling them to drop it, and like he's like doing things as a male does not usually do, dropping it low with your backside out. Like, I mean, he does a lot of things that garner attention and just bring in the youth, but it doesn't empower them in the sense of them doing better for themselves. It empowers them in the sense that I can act silly and not worry about anyone's opinion. Like, who's going to say anything about me acting this way? Who's going to stop me? Who's going to interfere with me? It gives that ruthlessness, that sort of that oomph for youth to not behave their age. They kind of act out, and I think that that's a lot of why he has his mother interrupting him, and he probably moved with his father because he was more acceptive to it because of he saw the financial gain behind it, and he said, "Look, Dad, I can get this much from doing this." So the mother was very strict. The father allegedly was less strict, and now he was able to do what it is, scream whatever he felt like in antics wise to empower what it is his movement was when he thought it up. And I do believe it's detrimental if the kid does not have any home upbringing, if they don't have any leadership guidance. It is a danger. You have to have someone with good sense guiding you to be something better. That is the main objective that I think he overstands or succeeds to do. So that's my opinion. What do you think about Speed as a YouTuber? What do you think about what he brings to the platform? What do you think about a lot of things he does on there? Do you believe it's informative? Do you believe he leads youth to a better spot? Is there any guidance? Because he has to be coming up close to 18 if he's not already. So, I mean, this is just you critical thinking for you guys to think about as parents, as watchers, as interventionists in between your youth and their decisions in the future. What do you think about him? Let me know in the comments below. I'm gonna hop on a little later. I got another channel coming, and I'm announce it, put it out in community. We're gonna do different things over there. I can't wait. I'm excited. All rights reserved.